This crackpot theory is that Haymitch was just pretending to be drunk. He wasn't actually drunk. It was all an act. So what do you guys think?
I'd say that's not true.
So you say not real. We'll do real or not real. Why is that? Why do you think it's not real?
Very not real because, I mean, for heaven's sake, you went through the Hunger Games. Like, wouldn't you need to drink all the time?
Yes.
I mean, you know, that's his crutch. Like, he's an alcoholic. That's his functioning level is drunk. And I just think that that's how he is.
But what if he had, I think he was drunk too, but I'm just saying, what if he was masterminding this whole thing? And maybe he was drunk some of the time, but what if he had this act going on so that he always looked drunk when he was really he did work with rebellions and District 13 and all of that stuff. I mean, he couldn't have been completely incompetent all the time. You know, let's recognize that.
But did he convincingly fake the withdrawals as well? Because he does, in the beginning of Mockingjay, have, like, a severe period of withdrawal because they won't let him drink.
Right.
And he's pretty much useless to him during that time.
Right, and that's the message for you kids listening, by the way, who I know many of you are under 21. Drinking might be nice, but the hangover is awful.
Well, unless, you know, if there's any... I'm willing to buy that maybe some of the time he was acting, but he was definitely not acting most of the time. I mean, think about what happened that first night on the train when they get on the train in District 12. It's disgusting. He pukes all over himself, all over the place, and has to be dragged to the shower by PETA and stripped and washed. I mean, like, you can't really pretend to throw up and pass out, so.
I have a new theory. What if Haymitch was actually bulimic? Just throwing that out there. And that's what this really is.
I don't think that's
you know what? I shouldn't even joke about that. I'm not even going to go there. But you know, you can. That still could have been part of an act.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's definitely possible that he was he was definitely an alcoholic. He was definitely really drunk, I think, most of the time. But that enabled him maybe in certain moments to feign drunkenness or drunkenness and get away with it.
I think a lot of people have been pointing out on Twitter something that's true. You know, some people are just really highly functioning alcoholics. They can be really, really drunk and still function at a level of some normalcy. You can still, you know, communicate with them, and they can still share ideas, even though they are very, very drunk.
Yeah. Is there anybody here who had a little more experience with alcohol who feels qualified to comment on this? I'm just kidding. I'm not going to single anybody out here. And but we do know this. If Mary were on the show from Down with the Capital, she would do anything, I think, to be with Haymitch, drunk or sober, as we've heard many, many times. So apparently it can work both ways. Does anyone want to add anything, any final thoughts on this crackpot theory? You know, or should we go on? Because I guess we could go on to our next segment.
Are we going to declare? I think we're going to declare this one not real. On the real or not real scale, we're declaring it not real, I think.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, but go ahead.
She just said that sounded good.
You can't remember it. You can't remember it. It didn't happen. So that's the other part that you have to remember.